Alright, so here we have with me Heinrich. So Heinrich and the rest of us, we all just came back from the Thunder Castle. It was a wet day in the office, just now I mentioned. What a game that we just witnessed. LCS against Daegu FC. 2-1 the final score. Unfortunately, we come back with a loss. But a loss that we should come back with our heads held high, in my opinion. So Heinrich, what's your thoughts on the game?
I think like you said, we can really have our heads held high. The whole tournament, I think we are really a dark horse to be reckoned with. The refereeing though, the first goal I thought there was a handball involved, leading to the build-up, and I'm pretty certain I'm not the only one because I hear everybody behind me, including the local Thai fans, shouting handball. So correct. Then the second goal, which was a penalty. I watched football for so many years. It's the first time I see a referee awarded a penalty without somebody actually falling down. But then again, it is what it is, But shout out to Song and the Sailors. We are being clinical. Just during halftime, I was sharing with Jerome. We don't have to be putting all the shots attempt, but be clinical, and that's what we displayed. Solid, really solid game. Yeah.
Heinrich stole all the questions from you. Everything I wanted to ask, he answered it. Everything. So Heinrich, how was your experience here in Buriram?
The experience is phenomenal, sensational, all the big words you can think of, Thank you, Lion City Sailors, for having me here as a LCS biggest fan. It's a very good experience, Get to meet people like Jerome and the other winners like Ash. And then football brings people together, so this is one good way to prove it. And on a side note, this event can tell the world that we are almost in post-COVID. Football is back, guys.
So, one message to the LCS boys.
You guys did well. Keep your heads up high. We go again. Sailors all the way.
Sailors all the way indeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, hi Sailor Fan Talk. Joseph here again. Today we have Jerome here from Singapore Football Podcast. Jerome, what are your thoughts about the game? About the controversial penalty decision and the refereeing decisions?
I thought the refereeing was very inconsistent. I think people could have seen that. I'm not one to really put full blame on the referee, but it just seemed like it was very inconsistent. Penalty was a bit soft. I have to say it was a bit soft. And, the players were just like all over the place and up in arms about that decision. So, must have something went wrong there. But, all in all, at the end of the day, I don't think we all expected the Sailors to get 7 points, to be honest. For the first Singapore team to break all the records in terms of points, in terms of wins, in terms of goal scorers, in terms of Song. We'll get on to Song later, but I think it was a tremendous campaign, and like what Heinrich said before, they can leave with their heads held high for them. Yeah.
So we move on to that part where you were mentioning about, right? Who's your man of the match?
Song. For sure. I think he's not just man of the match, but man of the tournament. Because I think when Sailors needed it the most, he managed to pull them out of the fire, and that was a good thing. If we're talking about the match wise, I also have to give a bit of credit to Inaki Ismail, who I thought came on and really showed a bit of determination when it came to fighting for the ball back and stuff like that. You could see him really throwing himself into tackles and stuff like that, and not in the dangerous way but getting there and combining well with Hafiz Noor on the right hand side. So have to give credit to him . And Song for me, player of the tournament for LCS this one.
Yes, I agree with Jerome there. Song has been phenomenal this whole tournament. Thank you once again, Jerome, for coming down to the game, for joining this interview and accepting my offer to come down. Okay,
good,
thank you. Yes, this is Jerome, guys. Alright, so Joseph here from Sailor Fan Talk. We have heard from Henry, we have heard from Jerome on their experience here in Buriram. I would like to also, just like what Henry said, give a huge shout out to LCS. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to come down to Buriram to witness LCS make history in their maiden campaign for their ACL. So a huge thank you to everybody in LCS. Thank you to the staff. Our CEO was so welcoming. The staff, everybody was so welcoming. So a huge thank you to each and every one of you guys. You have made each and every one of us very happy. Thank you to the players. You played your hearts out, and I think I gotta agree with the other guys. Song was amazing this whole campaign. Brilliant goals. I wouldn't be surprised if Song gets snatched up by a Korean league club or Japanese league club. Would be sad though. Hopefully not for Sailor's sake. But yes, I think to wrap it up, I'm really so thankful for this opportunity to be able to come to Buriram, Thailand, and I want to thank you guys, the fan, for giving us this opportunity to be able to share with you guys our experience here in Thailand. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever we have shared. Hope you guys continue to support us even when we come back to Singapore. Hope you guys continue supporting the Sailors. We go again on May 6th against Hougang, if I'm not wrong. And we continue fighting because we are Sailors and we never die. All hands on deck. Ole, ale, ale. This is Joseph signing out. Sailor Fan Talk.